Okay, what I'm going to try and do here is just make a really cheap pick with an hairpin. Pick a lock. I'm going to pick an easy lock just so you can see it. It's cut away just to speed the process up, so you can see that the pick does work, assuming I do it. What I have got here is a small piece of metal which I've bent to make a tension wrench, which costs nothing. This is, I think it's actually a piece of windscreen wiper. But any bit of metal that basically will just sit in the bottom of the lock like that to make a tension wrench. Probably get a piece of metal for 5-10p, so there's nothing to it. And the other tool is a normal standard size hairpin, no need for the bigger ones. The only other thing I'm going to use is one of these little blocks. You could use a bit of wet and dry for this. So basically all I'm doing, get the hairpin, open the hairpin up to like an L shape almost. On this end, which is going to be our pick end, just going to pull that bobble off. Sometimes they get stuck in the lock. Then all I'm going to do is rub the block up and down the side of the pick, or what's going to be our pick, just until the paint comes off, because you don't really want little bits of muck and stuff locking up any lock that you have a go with. Again, this isn't like a serious picking thing, it's just a bit of fun for someone to have a go with. Then all we're going to do, tighten the end into the vise, probably the end centimetre, and then tilt the hairpin up. What that does is creates a curve, like a hook pick almost. Then I'm just going to have to jump down the other side of this camera to show you this if I can. So then we've got our lock, put our tension wrench in, our new homemade pick, and then single pin pick those pins. The reason I've picked a cutaway is hopefully to speed the process up a little bit, so you can see that it does actually work as a hook pick. As you can see there, the front three are up, just the back one that's a nightmare really. There you go, and the lock's gone. It didn't take too long. Pick doesn't look anything special. It's basically it, an hairpin with a hook on it. Now I've tried this on normal locks as well. Obviously the cutaway was just to speed time up. It does work, but my advice, if you're gonna have a go with it, put a plaster or a bit of tape around this first bit around here, because you do feel it after a bit. But you're making a pick set there, very basic, but cost wise probably 10p, 15p. Cheap as chips.